On all but one Republican presidential nominating poll in a swathe of states on Super Tuesday, brushing aside rival Nikki Haley, really marching closer to a rematch with President Biden. Could this be imminently the end of the road now for Haley? Let's bring in Maura Gillespie, BlueStack Strategies founder and principal. Maura, what do you think? Is she going to drop out tomorrow?
I'm not really sure. I think it was interesting she didn't have any events tonight, but there's 8 months to go until the election. And I just think that it's important for her to present herself in a strong manner. I agree with what the panelists said before about not having her as a VP or even being in contention for it. I don't think that would bode well for her should she have 2028 aspirations. But I think it also highlights, her standing on her own, being a strong-minded, strong-willed woman is really important for Republicans, upcoming Republicans, people who maybe are interested in the party but don't know what party it is and what version of the party it is right now. We need people like Nikki Haley to move the party forward and away from some of the, MAGA hypocrisies that we're witnessing in real time.
Typically, candidates drop out, Maura, because they're out of cash. Struck me that she brought in $12 million in February. So one would think if she wants to continue on for a couple more weeks, see if she can win somewhere else, money-wise, I would think she could do it.
I think money-wise, she could probably make it a little longer, and I would hope that she would. I would, using Vermont and D.C. to try and convince some of those donors to see a benefit into supporting her further, citing the issues coming up. Obviously, legal bills, legal fees that Donald Trump is having. The other interesting thing is the RNC money, right? I think that's the biggest push Donald Trump's been making, obviously wanting to put his daughter-in-law in charge there, because he wants to be able to tap those resources and have that money fully for him. And so being the candidate, the only candidate running, is what he's looking for. But, I think for Nikki Haley, there are a lot of benefits to staying in it and just, maintaining her own lane away from Donald Trump. I think it does give the party some opportunities to move away from Donald Trump for those who want to, but it's also something that Trump and Biden will have to contend with because they're, like you said, it's not insignificant the number of votes that she received tonight.
Or alternatively, as a political strategy, if you're working for her, you're thinking, well, if she's not going to ultimately prevail, why not leave on a high note? Clinching Washington, D.C., clinching Vermont tonight, somewhat unexpectedly, making her the first female GOP candidate to clinch any primaries, would seem sort of a strong moment to exit stage left.
Those are strong moments that, she has made history, and those can't be taken away from her. There's still 8 months to go until the election, and we have two candidates who are 78, 80 years old. A lot can happen between now and then, and both have shown, unfortunately, for the American people, that their mental acuity is not operating on all cylinders. So there's a lot to be said between now and November 5th, and I think for the American people's sake, we should have more options than just these two older gentlemen.
All right, well, Maura, we got to leave it there. Thanks for taking time with us tonight. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Maura.
Thanks for having me.